And Jeff Gordon has come from way, way back to make a run here right on the end. He's going to go the outside, and here he comes.
But I'm going to tell you what, watch Mike Wallace right there in the 09 car. There's the race right there to get in between the 13, the 14, and the 09.
Marlin has backed out. So that means it's Nemechek and Wallace. Here they come to the flag. Jeff Gordon's going to win his third duel at Daytona. And oh, by the way, Jeff Gordon won the race, his third duel at Daytona. His first came in his rookie season, 1993, and he won his second one last year. Here's how he did it.
Oh, yeah, he gets a great run down the back. He gets a bump here from Strimmy, and that just sends him by. Matt Kenseth on the outside. That leaves the two set and duck. Strimmy gives him a little shot. Woo. Tried to block him, but he couldn't.
But Darrell, he was able to maneuver the race car with the fresh tires. And let's go back to Joe Nemechek in the 13 car. His crew chief, Peter Suspenzo, gave him two right side tires. Great call.
Did Busch and Gordon touch?
No.
Well, we're going to have a look for that.
They just kissed.
For Jeff Gordon, more Daytona wins than any other active driver, so no surprise to see him back here in victory lane for this dual race number 2 as he climbs out of his number 24 DuPont Chevrolet. And Jeff, I guess you could say pit strategy played in your favor. Talk about the decision to come in for those two tires.
A lot of things played in our favor there at the end. You know, I just didn't think we had the car to be able to do it today. We got shuffled back a couple of times there and really got a big push. But between taking those two tires, which is a great call by Steve Letarte, and getting a lot of help between J.J. Yaley and David Strimmy, I mean, those are only two of a few guys that really gave us some big pushes there at the end. But you know, I got to the outside every time the 18 got behind me. I'd take advantage of that push and go to the outside, and it worked out in our favor. This is just an awesome feeling. There's nothing greater than being in Daytona and being in victory lane. It's awesome.
I heard you say that you love to win. Do you have the kind of car that's going to be back here in victory lane like you were in 2005 on Sunday?
Well, we just showed anything's possible. So I didn't think we had the car to be able to get here today, but we got here, and so we got a little bit of work to do. I think there's some guys out there a little bit stronger than us, but you got to get out front. The clean air is out front. The tires definitely grip only for a few laps, and then then you got to just ride and find some clean air out there. And if you don't have a drafting partner, it's a lot of work out there. But I tell you what, these guys, it just feels awesome. I'm so excited to be back in victory lane. It's great.
Big smile, but they did say they've got one more to win on Sunday.
Victory lane, thank you all so much for being part of this, our first duels broadcast.
In the DuPont Chevrolet.
Pretty good in practice. Not terribly happy with his car, but pretty fast.
But Darrell, I tell you, I stayed up here the entire hour and a half, and I know he wasn't happy with his car, but his car actually looked good during that entire practice session. It looks real good right now.
Looks better now.
15:29.
He was fast in practice. I tell you, he and Steve Letarte, Jeff kept telling Steve what it needed, and Steve was really.
Do it.
Slows down on lap 2, but lap 1 right now would be good enough.
They have really got their communication down good, is what I'm trying to say. Steve and Jeff.
29, P1, Paul.
Gordon trying for his 5th.
Way to go, that thing was awesome.
He's happy now.
Yeah.
This would be, if it holds up, his 5th Bud Pole at Bristol.
He has 28 starts here. He leads all active
All right,
drivers.
man, great job today, guys.
With a
You guys
total.
are awesome. Proud of you. Hey, you have to say you're sorry to Schrader. He had money on the 31 being the pole.
Dick Berggren is with the man who has just scored his 58th career Budweiser pole.
Yeah, but you know what's really incredible? This is the 14th time here at Bristol. This guy is going to start on the front row out of 29 attempts, almost half. How do you do this?
Well, I love the short tracks, and you got to have a great team, obviously. And I'll admit, we were here testing. I didn't think we'd ever run these kinds of speeds, and I didn't think that the DuPont Impala was going to be able to run that quick today. I owe apologies to Schrader. He told me that I couldn't run better than a 31 for some other reasons, but I never thought we'd run a 29. That's impressive, and we got to thank all the guys in this DuPont Chevrolet team. They made improvements all day long since testing. Made improvements. You got to set it up pretty loose to get through the middle, and it was. But man, from the middle off, it's fantastic.
Can you run that loose on Sunday?
Not all day long, but you're going to have to run pretty loose. You know, these cars just don't turn the middle like the older cars do, and so I think you're going to have a compromise of being pretty loose on entry. We'll see. We're gonna play. We didn't play around with race setups at all today, and it paid off for us. So I'm pretty proud of that. Steve Letarte, all these guys. I'm just so proud of them. Come out here, you know, this new car tomorrow, and to be able to sit on the pole at a tricky racetrack. This is a tricky place with the travels and things we had to work with. They did a fantastic job.
And it's a place where the driver matters a lot, so congratulations.
Jeff Gordon ties Bobby Allison for 5th on the all-time NASCAR pole winning list across the Fox networks.
He finished 5th at Atlanta.
And the one significant thing to this run here, I don't think Juan Pablo has ever driven a race car with this little aerodynamic downforce. The car tomorrow totally unlike the cars he's been driving here or anywhere else.
And the brakes on a Formula One car are amazing. I mean, they guys talk more about the braking power of a Formula One than they do the acceleration of a Formula One car. And if you're anticipating that to be the case, because these things don't blow up that great.
Jeff Gordon in the DuPont Chevy. He has 3 third-place finishes here and 2 poles. And we all know this is one of the 3 tracks where he has not won.
Did win a Busch race here, but has not won a Cup race. And right now, his first lap, 27:55. This group, they've just been on their mark so well this year on qualifying. They have the 2 button poles, but they also have 5 top 5 starts this year in 2007. And he's looking like he's working on number 6 here on lap 2.
I think he'll do it. I'm telling you, he's fast here, man.
But I got there 3 and 4. I don't know how good I got there 1, 2 though.
Well, it was good enough.
Baby, 27.04 pole. Yeah, you guys are awesome.
I'd go along with that.
Beats Jamie McMurray by a full 1/10 of a second.
Perfect. I like the way it looks. Scraping the ground with that left
I was
front.
okay at 1, 2, but it was all 3 and 4.
Well, Jeff Gordon has won his 3rd Bud Pole of 2007. He is now tied for 4th on the all-time pole list with DW.
Yeah, that's right. I just realized that.
Matt?
And Jeff Gordon will start from the pole on Saturday night. How big was that run for you and this team?
Well, it's just a huge pickup. You know, coming into this race, I mean, we've been on the pole the last, I think, couple times or 2 of the last 3 or 4, and you know, qualifying's been going well for us. But the way practice went, I never dreamed we'd be on the pole today. So that's a huge accomplishment for this race team. You know, it just shows what kind of team we have right now to be able to fall behind a bit and be able to claw our way back. And that's what we've been doing all year long. And you know, we're having a lot of fun with this car right now. I know I've criticized it a lot, but we certainly got a good one out there, and really proud of all the guys in the DuPont Chevrolet. It's a great pole for us.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
You know, Jeff Gordon, he has led a lap this year in 6 of the 7 races. So where he's starting here, he'll be working on leading the lap in that 7th race.
Big Daddy
Back in town.
wins the pole.
I don't think that the 24 is real happy with anybody right now.
13 to go.
Jeff Gordon says, you can't do that to me.
Look how loose Stewart is off the corner. Gordon's coming right back at him on the inside.
Oh, yeah, but they got trouble with that. Well, that's Truex right there. The 11 is back there a little further.
Gordon goes to the inside.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Oh, boy.
But, boy, he got a good bite off turn 4. He's going to take the lead back. 12 to go.
This is great, isn't it? Boy, I tell you, I am impressed with Jeff Gordon. No quit in him tonight. He wants to win the race not only from the pole, but for the first time, and he has got a car that can do it. He is the money man.
Those 2 passes were just incredible. And all Stewart did was get Jeff Gordon right back up on the wheel.
Oh, yeah. Jeff didn't like that. I'm going to get that, boy.
Great racing.
Nobody's won this race from a pole. He's probably going to do it. Jeff Gordon's never won at Phoenix. He's probably going to do it. And guess what else he's going to do? Tie Dale Earnhardt for 6 wins. So tonight, in this weekend, he tied for the most poles in the modern era, and he's going to tie Dale Earnhardt for wins.
And those are the all-time greats of this sport right there. And nobody can say this was a cakewalk for Jeff Gordon. He had to fight his way back.
A little bit more right here for you. White flag when you get down there.
I mean, just how solid this group has been all year long. If they can hang on in the top 5, this right here.
I'm not trying to start anything here, guys, but that right rear tire on that 24 car looks soft. I guess it isn't. But I know one thing, Stewart is closing in a hurry.
He's got a half a lap to go, Mike.
I guess Jeff is just being that cautious, but I thought I saw that right rear tire looked like it was a little soft.
Jeff Gordon rounds turn 4. Become the first driver in the history of Phoenix International Raceway to win a Cup race from the pole. Jeff Gordon finally gets his first Phoenix win and ties Dale Earnhardt.
Jeff Gordon, I got a special flag for you at the start-finish line. If you want it, bud, come and get it. Special flag.
Look at the hats if you want an indication of what that flag says.
Got a pretty good idea of what it will say.
Guys are awesome in there. Way to go.
Chevy congratulates Jeff Gordon, winner of the Subway Fresh Fit 500. Chevy, an American Revolution. As Jeff Gordon salutes the Richard Childress owned number 3 as it was driven by Dale Earnhardt to 6 of his 7 Nextel Cup championships tonight. Gordon ties Earnhardt for career wins in Nextel Cup racing.
And I don't think there's any question. We've known for years that Jeff Gordon's going to rewrite the record book. I mean, he's a young man. He's still got a lot of racing ahead of him, a lot of wins, championships. We always knew he would rewrite the record books.
Since last July, he's been chasing that 76th victory. Tonight is special. His first one here at Phoenix in a Cup car. You've already talked to the boss. Dale Earnhardt Jr. came by to congratulate you. What does number 76 mean to you?
Yeah, it means the world. You know, just to get a win at a track we never won at before. I drove my guts out. I never had to drive so hard for a win, and I love racing Tony Stewart and Jimmy and all those guys who are racing there. And you know, that holding that 3 flag. You know, it's certainly by no means say I'm as good or we're as good or even close, but tell you what, to honor him in that way, it really means a lot to me. I learned so much from him, and to even come close to anything he had ever done in this sport is amazing to me. So we want to honor him. We've been holding on that flag for a long time, but to get 76 is incredible.
Starting from when this car fired up and you had radio problems to the great call by Steve Letarte when you were on pit road and the caution came out, it just seemed like everything was in the cards for you tonight.
Yeah, it seemed like it. I mean, we didn't lead a ton, but we had a good car, and you know, I would go for a long way and be one of the best cars, and then it'd fall off a little bit, and we kept adjusting. Great communication. Luckily, I had a radio. We switched that helmet out. It all did fall in our lap. You know, we got lucky getting on pit road when the caution came out, but I thought we needed to keep going through, and I almost drove through the pit And Steve made the call, and I love him as a crew chief. He's an awesome guy, and he's sharp as can be. And he made that call. You know, he talked to the spotter and talked to me and the team, and you know, he's so cool under pressure. And man, it's just an awesome feeling. Great to get Chevy and Impala in here. You know, I don't know what to say. I'm overwhelmed right now. It's just an amazing victory for us, and I can't believe we finally won at Phoenix.
And the first person he talked to in victory lane, a cell phone call from the boss, Rick Hendrick, back in Charlotte.
Thanks, Matt. Big Daddy made the big move with 13 laps to go to take the lead for the final time.
Gordon will become a father. Maybe thinking about that.
Yeah, he's probably telling, hey, how do you like me now? Daddy's a winner.
Who's your daddy? Jeff Gordon. For Jeff Hamlin, I'm Chris Myers, our entire crew. Thanks for watching NASCAR on Fox. We'll see you next Sunday at Talladega.
Team that ran second in the Daytona 500. I believe I'm definitely going to tell them, here they go, down to the bottom.
You just heard him, and we're off to the races. Hamlin was trying to get into the line behind the Jeff Gordon so he could go forward. That outside line is still holding together pretty darn good.
We got 29 cars within a second of each other. They'll be coming to 4 to go this time.
Smoke, Rudeman.
Oh, no. What's happening to David?
Remember, we had a report that he had smoke in the cockpit.
Turn up. Let them all come by.
Caution wheel wave. This is not what the 11 car wanted to see. Remember, Mike Ford talked about, didn't want to see a green-white checkered.
Just as Jeff Gordon took the lead.
If you're going to get Jeff Gordon, you got to get him now.
Yes,
you
sir.
cannot let him get up to speed.
Jeff Gordon can't get a big restart and get away from the pack because then they'll draft on by him.
I think McMurray is going to try to jump all over him like a frog on a June bug.
Green flag. Johnson to the inside.
And there goes Kurt Busch in the 2 car with him, pushing him. They're going to trap McMurray in the 26 on the high side.
Boy, I'll say, look at him fan out. High, low. Somebody help me. Oh.
There goes Stewart, the 20 to the high side with no help. They're 3 wide off turn 2. We got trouble.
It's over.
And we certainly know that Jeff Gordon, the 24 car, was leading this race at the time of caution.
Checkered flag waves on Jeff Gordon. His 77th career NASCAR Nextel Cup victory. Jimmy Johnson second, Kurt Busch is third unofficially.
Well, I guess the fans didn't listen to Junebug because they see a lot of debris flying out on the racetrack. But Jeff Gordon's just on a roll this year, guys. He's got all the momentum. Everything's going his way. He's had 4 poles. He's going to be hard to handle all this year.
And remember, this win right here, that's 10 more bonus points in his bank account, making 20 now to add to his 5,000 points when we get to the chase.
Chevy congratulates Jeff Gordon, winner of today's race from Chevy, an American Revolution. A wild finish in Talladega as Biffle, Sadler crash coming out of turn 2 along with Sauter, and Tony Stewart gets turned to the inside wall. Our Allstate Good Hands driver is Jeff Gordon, taking the lead at lap 185 from Jamie McMurray just prior to David Rudeman's engine going up and the final caution coming out. So on behalf of Jeff Gordon, Allstate will donate $1,000 to the Urban Youth Racing School. Allstate, official insurance sponsor of NASCAR. Are you in good hands? This fellow is. Dick Berggren is in victory lane.
We've seen Jeff Gordon now in 77 victory lanes, but this may be his most enthusiastic ever. High fives for the crew. 77 wins, the 77th coming on Dale Earnhardt's birthday. Your reaction?
I'm overwhelmed. I mean, we just had so many things working against us other than this race car. This DuPont Chevrolet was unbelievable today, but I never dreamed we were going to win that race. You know, towards the end there, we were just so far back. Had too many guys, good guys we had to pass, and you know, I just didn't think we'd get 77 here, and I think there's a lot of people out there that didn't want us to. I've never caused a riot before winning, but you know, well, maybe once or twice, but this is awesome. I'm just so proud of this whole entire team to get here to victory lane. You know, back to back, you know, to do it at Phoenix in the Impala, and then to do it here in the Monte Carlo. Unbelievable day.
What's with the fans throwing stuff? What's going on?
I don't know. I thought Junior had more power than that, though, because I thought they were going to throw toilet paper. That's what he asked him to throw, and I saw maybe one roll, but I don't know. You know what? There's a lot of fans out there that are big Earnhardt fans and probably didn't want to see this broken. And I know there's a lot of my fans out there as well. And so I appreciate their support, and I appreciate the enthusiasm and you know, the opinions of all the fans out there. So what are you going to do? You know, we're here to win. And Steve Letarte, all the guys in this DuPont Chevrolet, they did the job to get it done today.
Dale Jr. said he hated his fans throwing anything on the racetrack, but if you had to throw something, throw a roll of toilet paper. Nobody ever had to have stitches getting hit with a roll of toilet paper in the back of the head.
Of Jeremy Mayfield in the 36th car, but David is locked into the show.
Jeff Gordon in the DuPont Chevrolet. He has 2 career poles here, 1996 and 2000. Or excuse me, those are his 2 wins. He has 4 poles and 8 front row starts coming in here. But his last 4 finishes here, not memorable. Not a top 25 amongst them.
His first lap's not going to be all that memorable either. He just drove down into turn 1 again. Way too hard, looked to me like, and the car went up the hill. Now he's made a lot of good time up down here in turn 3 and 4. See where that puts him.
Now with the Impala, which is Chevy's version of the car tomorrow, he has started no worse than 3rd in the 3 races so far.
Can't seem to get the car at the bottom down there in 1 and 2. Now this is a much better lap.
That was a pretty good first lap, though, Darryl. 21.64. And of course, we sat down with Jeff last week, and he told us he has to make himself say, this is the Impala. I can't overdrive it. 21.38. He beats Allmendinger by well over 2 tenths.
There's a 30. You're in a 21.64, 21.38. Unbelievable.
That's what we're looking for.
That thing was awesome, guys. You guys are blowing me away. I don't know what you're doing.
And don't care. I'll just keep driving this thing.
And Krista, Jeff Gordon has now won his 61st career pole and his 3rd in a row.
And he said on the radio the crew has been blowing him away. So what can you do in this race to blow them away tomorrow night?
I don't know. Maybe something's in this energy drink or something. I am blown away. I really didn't think that lap was going to hold up. I knew it was a good lap, but I did not think that it would hold up. And I don't know if the track got cooler hurt some guys or what, but I was getting pretty nervous there with all the delays, and I thought somebody was really going to do it, especially Hamlin. I was real nervous about him, but great effort by this DuPont Chevrolet team. I can't believe the roll that we're on, and we're going to try to keep it going.
He's going to try to keep it rocking and rolling. The wait a little bit longer. Jeff Gordon's on the pole.
They're going to try and get the tape again on this stop. Jeff said we won't make it if we don't get that tape off. This time, they do. Dick.
Larry?
Wow.
Jeff Gordon will never make it. I thought Jeff Gordon had the car to win this race with, but now I'm not sure with that.
Whether it's going to make it or not. I said we go out and get all we can. If we come in, we're going to be, I don't know, 25th or something on the lead lap.
And you could almost see all of the tape is gone off of the nose. I mean, there's nothing else they can do as far as that. Got a little cat and mouse going on. Jimmy Johnson in the 48 came to pit road. His teammate Jeff Gordon in the 24 and Newman in the 12 stayed out. Looks like about a split decision.
Jeff Gordon sitting there spewing water. Don't you think they would have come in and tried to cool it down?
I think there's nothing they can do. I think they've decided we're going to run it. If it blows up, it blows up.
Jeff said water is spewing out of this thing. I don't know if it's going to make it. Also want to point out that when the caution came out, Steve Letarte said, stay out, stay out. I've been wrong before. I may be wrong now, but let's stay out. And Jeff Gordon never questioned his decision. He has total confidence in his young crew chief.
The last thing Jeff Gordon wants now, though, is a caution.
The 11's going to run out of time, and the 24 is going to run out of water, but it's going to be all about the right time for the 24.
You saw the interval closing.
And look at Jeff's team, man. I mean, can you imagine that thing sitting there on the pit road, burning up the way it was? And here he is. He's probably going to win this race.
He pretty much has clean racetrack in front of him.
Worry about that mirror. 3 more, you got it, buddy. 3 more, you got it. It's not that windshield.
There you go. Great advice.
Talk to him, Letarte. Talk to him.
May fall a bit short as Jeff Gordon.
Shannon's watching behind you, buddy. 2 more. You're beating him.
Takes 2 to go. A lot of smoke for Gilliland. No caution.
White flag. In the air. 1 to go.
One more, buddy.
Oh, man. Can you just... Denny Hamlin is sitting there. He's so close. Why couldn't there be 5 more laps?
I mean, he is closing ever so fast, but it's just not going to be enough.
He's going to be there, but that's it. Just going to run out of time.
Stanley Steamer running just fine.
Yes,
make it to the finish line.
Look at that thing coming across. Look at it steaming, still steaming.
Jeff Gordon and the DuPont Chevrolet win at Darlington. Hamlin second, Johnson third, and Newman holds off Carl Edwards for fourth by 2 car lengths. What a drive by Tony Stewart to get back to 6th.
And look at Jeff Burton, who pretty much was just
Never
barely...
give up, man. Never give up.
It's exactly right. Never give up. But Jeff Burton, who fought all day long to get back to the top 10.
That's the man right there. I tell you, I love that guy. He is on it.
It is Jeff Gordon's 7th Darlington victory. His 4th straight top 3 finish here. His 3rd win of 2007, and make that 3 out of the last 4 races.
And you know what? There was a time when I didn't know if Steve Letarte and Jeff would ever be on the same page. But man, now that they are, woe be unto everybody else.
She's still steaming.
I got to figure that out. I never saw a car steam like that and finish a race.
Like you said, as long as it's steaming, it's still got water in it. That's a good thing.
You don't see that very often. Smoke coming out of the tires and the radiator all at the same time.
In 5 NASCAR races with the new car, the Impala, Jeff has finished in the top 4 in every one of them as he scores his 78th career Nextel Cup victory.
And you know what? An attaboy to our fans here at Darlington. Not only did they weather the storm last night, they're role models for our fans at Phoenix and Talladega.
Jeff Gordon will steam his way to victory lane, and so will we. Right after this.
Man, great job. Hey, I got to say thanks to all the guys in the engine shop, man. I can't believe that thing lasted. Unbelievable.
What a day for Jeff Gordon. And what a win for the whole Hendrick Motorsports team. Chris Devota's in victory lane.
As Jeff Gordon is on the cell phone here in victory lane. Mother's Day weekend, and he is the one who woos the lady in black. He was shaking his head in bewilderment as he pulled into victory lane. And his DuPont Chevrolet actually gave a pop as it entered victory lane. You're Old Faithful at this track, and this car was Old Faithful. It was a geyser out there. Can you believe that it lasted?
That's the way you win races right there. What an awesome race team. These guys in this DuPont Chevrolet Impala. And obviously the first people I got to thank is the guys at the Hendrick Engine Shop, because there's no way that thing ever should have made it. I mean, we were pegged on all the gauges. You know, when you see the water pressure go up that high and it's spewing out water, there's no way that thing should make it. We knew temperature and all that was going to be a real issue here at Darlington. We had our hands full today. I tell you what, it wasn't pretty, but there at the end we had a great car. Just didn't have the track position. Jimmy Johnson had it, and those guys came in the pit. You know, it's just a great call by Steve Letarte. What an amazing year we're having. You know, this is so much fun. I'm just having a blast.
And you had the cell phone in the car. Who were you talking to? What was the call?
Oh, that's the boss man. The boss man. You know, it's so awesome to get a chance to talk to Rick in victory lane. Wish you were here, buddy. And I think he's got to be extremely proud. You know, he prides himself on our engines, not just horsepower, but reliability. And that was the true reliability test of Hendrick engines.
And we were listening in. He told Rick Hendrick the same thing he told us. That is the way you win races.
Thanks, Chris. To never give up. That's how you win at Darlington.
So Jeff Gordon dives onto pit road.
Boy, if this thing stays green, this is gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt these guys. Yeah.
And it was. Come on down. Come on down.
Ralph.
Well, all of a sudden things went very bad for the 24, and Jeff Gordon must think it's really bad because he's been driving the majority of this race without brakes. But he said all of a sudden, I turned the car and it is so tight, it just slides up the racetrack. He finally had to come in, Marty.
I don't know that they can make it to halfway. Right now, with looking out over turn 3 and over the tunnel turn, rain very close. Actually, the 24 car and the 25 may be in the catbird seat because they know now they can make it to halfway.
Okay. Are you just making that up, Larry?
No, absolutely not. I've been working my calculator, man.
Yeah, okay. But you don't agree with that strategy. I mean, don't you think they should have come in?
Well, I definitely question it, but here's the thing. I talked about this earlier. You can make a green flag stop here, as they did, and stay on the lead lap. What these guys need right now, you know, even if we get a caution here in the next little bit for an accident or debris, they're going to probably stay out and get this track position back. What I'm saying is, guys up there leading the race right now, I don't think can make it to halfway.
Jeff Gordon told me earlier today, he says, you know, we haven't always been the fastest race car this year, but sometimes we've just been the best and in the right position at the right time to get the win. And right now, they are pushing hard to catch Carl Edwards in that 99. Their strategy is working out just the way they'd hoped. They are 2 laps away from halfway, and they are telling him, go as hard as you can. You got the better car. You're the better driver. Go get this guy. Go get us another win.
Hey, guys, I want you to look at the scoring monitor and notice the 99 has really slowed their pace down. He's running almost a second slower than Jeff Gordon. Oh, by the way, I think he's on pit road. So here's what I want you guys to do is look at the scoreboard, look at the skies, and look who's leading right now.
Close Larry's mic, please.
Larry, we're not arguing with you. All we're saying is if they knew that going in and they made that call going in, like Kyle said, that's brilliant.
But just remember, this is the same group that made a green flag pit stop at Phoenix and kept the lead of the race as the caution came out.
Hey, Larry, wasn't he overheating when he won at Darlington or something, too?
Hey, when it's your year, it's your year.
And I'll tell you, coming up on halfway, but you might have heard over the air the thunder. There was a huge flash of lightning.
Bill, what you heard was not the thunder, but the cheer from the pit down here in Jeff Gordon's crew, because when he went by and they heard that thunder as well, they said, we told you, we got it, keep it going. And remember, they're doing this without good brakes.
99 laps are complete. Working lap 100 halfway next time by. The caution is out at Pocono for rain. And I want to tell you, it was razor close. There are 12 scoring loops around this track. It reverts to the previously passed loop. And it's going to be close between Jeff Gordon and Ryan Newman.
Okay, here you see Newman. This is in between turn 1 and 2. And it's raining hard right here. I think that's why Gordon jumps out of the gas.
And Newman charging hard.
And right here is about where the caution came out. Let me just go on record once again and say, if it rains this thing out, Jeff Gordon, I would officially like to announce my retirement from the sport of NASCAR auto racing. Okay, because I cannot compete against that. That's phenomenal.
Bill, Ryan Newman has no idea how close he came to winning this race, because not only did he come awful close to making that pass, but Jeff Gordon had just come on the radio just before that pass was attempted and said, the tires are shot, I'm done, I've got nothing left. They said hang in there, and the caution flag came out, and Jeff Gordon holds on to the lead. This thing would not have made it another half a lap with Jeff Gordon out front. As you said earlier, sometimes when it's your year, it's just your year, and everything goes your way. No brakes, no tires, and you're still leading when maybe that last caution comes out to help take you to the checker.
Yeah, you know, if it comes across here, if it just rains over there, they may be able to drive part of it out. But if it soaks the racetrack again, you know, we saw how long it took us.
I know I'm wearing you out.
Keep conserving that gas. I know I'm wearing you out. That's Letarte talking. Look how hard it's raining.
Oh, yeah.
Forget it. My goodness.
Marty. Oh, sorry. Marty, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say now the dilemma, who pits and who doesn't. Ryan Newman came on the radio when his crew asked him that, and he said, guys, I want to go for the win and not track position, but the win may be a moot point at this point. It looks like it's raining a little too hard over there, fellas.
All right, we're hearing from NASCAR. The race has been called. It is an official race, and Jeff Gordon is the winner. It's his 79th career win, his 4th of 2007, his 4th win here at Pocono.
I think Steve Letarte's the winner. I'm not sure Jeff's the winner. I think Steve's the winner.
Marty?
Oh, man, this has been a crazy, anxious moment for these guys waiting this one out. Have you ever won crazy races like this crazy fashion? You win Phoenix because of the pit call. You win today because of the pit calls. Has this ever happened in your career before, Jeff?
You have to remind me. We need John Edwards and the
He's right there.
statistician there. Steve Letarte. You need to be talking to him, not me. He won this race today. We had a great race car, but without track position and without a great risky call like that, I can't believe we just won this race. Wow. I don't know what to say. Woo! Hi, baby.
Let's wrangle the truth. You got to stay here, Jeff. Let's wrangle the truth out of your crew chief. Now, when you left him out there, was that your strategy, or was it just, tell us the truth?
Well, our strategy changed. We had a decent car, but it's so hard to pass here. It just gets spread out. But Shannon called it. He saw some rain clouds coming. He told me to check the radar, and then we're just shooting for wins. That's our goal. It's 10 more points in the chase. That's all we're trying to do is make the chase and have as many points as we can when we get there.
Do you have a connection somewhere? You know how far the rain was?
No, but when it rains, it pours. We've had years that we can't do anything right, and some years you can't do anything wrong, and you just got to ride the highs when they come, and that's what we're trying to do.
I'm sure it's a lot of fun for you. Now, I don't know if you know what you caused, but you caused Kyle Petty to retire today. He said, I can't keep up with that kind of strategy.
Man, I tell you what, we've had some drama this year on our wins, and when we do it, it's in dramatic fashion. I never thought we were going to get on the racetrack, so to get out here and have it come down to strategy, you win some this way, you lose some this way, and we won this one today, I guess. That's what they're telling me. I still don't believe it. I don't believe it until I see John Darby or Mike Kelton or somebody.
Yeah, it's official. We'll get them down here. Victory lane, my friend, is that way, okay? All right, Jeff Gordon headed to victory lane. He'll walk this time, Bill.
Well, it looks to me like Jimmy Johnson's got it, pretty much in hand, but you got to think that Jeff Gordon's sitting back there. He's making his plans for the last lap here. 2 laps to go.
Right now with 48 car Jimmy Johnson leading, on the last lap he's going to have to throw his teammate away. He's just going to block these guys off. And heck with the relationship right now. When I see the white flag, it's game over, baby. I'm looking after myself right now.
When they tested here, they said we do not want to be the lead car in the draft because you're a sitting duck. Today, it's worked both ways. You've been able to stay there. You've been passed pretty easily. What are these guys going to do?
That last time by, you saw the 22 car Dave Blaney really give a good shove right in front of Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon has really got a good shove on Blaney that time, and that's what Gordon needed.
Jimmy Johnson doing a great job right here, using that draft to his advantage, watching that mirror, keeping that 24 car square in his bumper.
197 miles an hour. They take the white flag 3 wide. Here comes Tony Stewart up on the high side.
And the white flag is out. It's waving 3 wide.
Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon trying to hang on the bottom, drafting help from behind with Blaney in the Toyota. Up high, Tony Stewart gets help from Casey Kane.
That's 4 wide down the back straightaway. Hamlin on the inside.
Here comes Gordon on the outside.
Jeff Gordon has moved up in front of Tony Stewart to get the push by. Jeff Gordon, a 5-time Talladega winner. He knows how to get it done. He hung at the back of the pack all day long. He pulls up, and Tony Stewart pushes him by as they come down. Jeff Gordon trying to hang on. 2 wide, 3 wide behind him. Gordon on the bottom of the racetrack. Jimmy Johnson second. Jeff Gordon takes the win at Talladega.
Unbelievable. The Corbin Bar. Great race at the very end. Man, what a move out of Jeff Gordon. He just threw his teammate out, went for it by himself.
I knew he had something up his sleeve. I know what it was.
Steve Letarte said, stay calm. We have
Look at the emotion of Jeff Gordon in the car.
What a win for Jeff Gordon.
Buddy, you did it for us, buddy. You're the man. This team is awesome. We're hanging out all day. Woo! Man, I'm excited.
He better be excited. I'd be excited too. All his teammates work together. Help him win that race, guys.
He got the point lead too.
4
down to Jamie Little.
Now joined by crew chief Steve Letarte. How about that finish? You guys hung back the whole day. Steve, talk about the plan and how it was executed.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Shaq and Alice and everybody on that Lowe's Chevrolet team. We work close together, and it's hard when we come to a place like this because that 48 was going to be hard to beat, but we're all running for a championship. Hopefully we work together the rest of the season real good, but it's great. Guys in DuPont Chevrolet did a great job. 550 employees at Hedger Motorsports provided unbelievable Speedway cars. Kept our chins up for qualifying, knew we'd be going to the race, and the driver pulled us through.
You guys had that penalty here on pit road. How did you keep your driver calm in this game?
That's the beauty of working with a 4-time champion. We usually don't have to keep him calm. We just got to let him know how many laps to go. We got really lucky with the yellow, and we going to seem to get lucky this year. We need to quit making mistakes so we don't need so much luck. But race 410's over. Hopefully we have 6 more good ones.
And Rick Hendrick, the owner down here, pumping his fist in the air, guys. Very happy crowd as they took over the points lead.
Jeff Gordon, folks, led 1 lap all day long. Actually, he led about a third of a lap, but it was the final third on lap 188.
And it was the right one. And right now he's got a 4-point lead over his teammate Jimmy Johnson, but Clint Boyer held in there. Clint Boyer still in third in the points.
12th plate victory for Jeff Gordon, his 80th series victory in NASCAR's Nextel Cup, and the first sweep at Talladega. Yes, he won back in April since Dale Earnhardt did it in 2002. Dale Earnhardt Jr. did it in 2002.
Man, what a race. What a racetrack.
Lucky they stayed patient for a long time. And finally they turned it loose and they said it's time to run right now.
And here is our Chevy winning moment. Jeff pulls out in front of Tony, and watch this move by the 24 car. Across the track in front of the 20. Another Chevrolet for Tony Stewart to get that push by in the draft.
And that's when they say it's each guy for himself right there. And Jeff Gordon is shot right out in front of his teammate, Jimmy Johnson, in front of Stewart. And you know what? It kind of worked out because they finished first and second. They didn't get hung out too bad there.
Gordon's 5th win in 2007, the first time he's won since the middle of June at Pocono. He becomes the all-time winningest driver in restrictor plate competition, his 12th win on the plate tracks. Let's go down to victory lane and Alan Vester.
And a wide smile on Jeff Gordon's face as he goes to give a big soaked hug to Carl Rick Hendrick. Jeff, how did you get to the front?
I have no idea. This guy right here builds an awesome race car and has put together a heck of a race team. You know, we laid in the back and we didn't want to have to do it that way, you know, but this car is just a lot of unknowns. It's hairy out there, you know, and we just wanted to play it safe until it really counted. And what I don't understand is how I ever got by my teammate, because I was there in behind him and got, you know, a couple pushes, but when the 12 and I think the 2 were on the outside of me, I really was just kind of stuck there. But when they got 3 wide, I said, this is my opportunity. I got pushed from the 22, and I went with the momentum. Luckily, when I got high and Jimmy tried to block me, the 20 was there, had nowhere to go. He drilled me, and he's the one that pushed me to the front. So, yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to put that rear bumper in front of those other guys' bumper at the right time. And
congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. I can keep going if you want. Whoa, yeah.
He's pumped.
Over most of these ABC stations. Once again, what an effort. Jeff Gordon, a winner in Talladega. Thanks for watching, folks. ESPN on ABC.
And hope for another caution flag, because that's all Jamie can do at this moment. We've always talked about how the cars out front just create a lot of downforce when you're out front like that, and that's what's going on with Jamie right now.
Here comes Jeff. Jeff Gordon moving on the inside to take the spot away from Kyle Busch.
And he made that look easy.
Wow. You think he wants to get a good finish here? It's been a while.
He's in the drive for 5, and if we look back over the Chase Series in history, he actually probably could have won 2 more championships. And so this is his year. Jeff Gordon's marching towards that title again.
Well, Susie, last weekend, Jeff Gordon won at Talladega. He only led a third of a lap, and he went to victory lane, and he told us on Thursday night qualifying that was the biggest win of his career. Can he back it up and win here tonight? We'll know in just about 38 laps. Right now, though, he says this car is awesome.
The 24 car, Jeff Gordon, and did we see a wisp of smoke from this car?
We've seen a wisp of smoke out of this car almost all night as it gets into the corner. And all that is that tire, when they run these cars in that coil bind setup and travel them so far, that tire rubs the hood or the top of the fender, makes just a little bit of smoke. We see it right there. Nothing to worry about. That's the kind of smoke you don't really worry about.
This guy's had a lot of bad luck here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. He just wants to get this night over with and probably try to stop that bad luck he's had here. 28 laps to go, and boy, he's got this race in control right now. His lap speeds are really good, and he's got to be feeling good about the way this car's handling right now. Look at the lead, such a big lead.
Gordon the leader, Boyer in second. We're going to find out green flag with 5 laps to go. Here they come. 5 car underneath the 24. 24 car must be sputtering.
And take a look at Ryan Newman. He just checked out.
Whoa, Newman up in the wall. In the wall. Watch Boyer. He knows that Gordon may not have a lot of fuel. Which way does he go? Gordon in the middle groove. Does Boyer go high? Gordon now coming up to speed. Watch the 5 car. How much fuel does he have as well?
Looks like Gordon gets a lot better restart this time.
Even he doesn't know how much fuel's in the tank. Is it going to sputter? Here comes the 31 car. Burton, who won it last night in the Busch competition from the back of the pack.
Can he make it on field? Jeff Gordon's got a good handle of the car.
White flag for Jeff Gordon. 1 lap to go. Does he have enough?
Unbelievable. This 07 car is trying to run him down, but doesn't look like Gordon's going to have a problem. His car's stuck good. He's got a half a lap to go.
It's been since 1999 that Jeff Gordon has been able to come home and win at this racetrack. He has not finished a race in 3 years, but folks, tonight, Jeff Gordon wins again at Lowe's Motor Speedway.
To get to the corner after running on the flat.
They got a horseshoe up their butt, but keep it up there. Great job, guys. Woo, that's awesome. Charlotte.
Great effort there, and I bet Rick Hendrick is just sighing a big sigh of relief, a big smile on Rick Hendrick's face. His drivers finished 1st and 3rd.
Jimmy ran out of gas. Oh man, it's a great win, and I'm just glad it's over.
You can sleep well tonight.
Oh yeah, I can sleep well tonight.
All right, let's go to Mike Massaro.
And we're very happy, Steve Letarte. Steve, the first thing you did was go down to Alan Gustafson. What'd you say to him?
Well, I just thanked him because on that restart before we went out, we ran out of gas getting into 1. It stumbled, and the 5 easily could have spun us out. But that kid in the 5 showed a lot of maturity right there. He really gave us a break, and that's what allowed us to win tonight.
How stressful was that?
More stressful than it needed to be. It could have just went green. It would have been okay. But it was a good day for us. The DuPont Chevrolet ran well all day. The Pit Crew did good, and now I just need to get an update on the Red Sox score.
We'll work on that for you, Steve. Of course, Steve from Maine, very interested in what's going on in Boston tonight, Doc.
Wow, final results, Jeff Gordon takes the win. Just finishing a race here, not since October of 2003, but that's all over. Let's go down to victory lane and Jamie Little.
Doc, it was 13 years ago. Jeff Gordon got his first ever Cup victory here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, at Lowe's Motor Speedway, and tonight he comes through victorious. Jeff, what were those final moments of that race? His beautiful wife Ingrid here. What were those closing moments like for you?
Well, I can't tell you how many times we tried to give this one away. Oh, man, I don't know where to start. You know, just an incredible day for the DuPont Chevrolet team, and I got to thank all these guys. I mean, they just never gave up, you know, and we had an awesome race car. The best the car was all night was, you know, there towards the end. It was just on rails, so, you know, I just kept saying, no caution, please, no caution, no caution. And I saw oil coming on my windshield. I saw the 66 was leaking it. Everybody's going everywhere. I knew the caution was going to come. And then the thing ran out of gas. I was having trouble with the pickup. It was on the banking, and all the fuel was running out of the pickup. And I wasn't smart enough to know to go around the apron the first time. And then even on that last one, on the restart, the tire spun so bad that Clint Boyer, he could have gone right by me, and he gave me a big shot in the rear bumper. And it kind of got me going again. So what an awesome, awesome day today was. I mean, this is what we've been looking for, is getting us a win in Charlotte. What a great comeback. And I owe it all to those guys right there, Steve Letarte, all the guys on this team, everybody at Hendrick Motorsports, engine department, Chastity, we're here at home. So we got to thank all those guys and all the people that work so hard right here locally.
And NASCAR's backyard, Doc, he takes home the victory for the 2nd week in a row.
Thank you, Jamie. Congratulations to the NASCAR Nextel Cup Bank of America 500 winner Jeff Gordon, his 6th win of the year, 81st of his career. And by the way, he extends his chase lead to 68 points over his teammate Jimmy Johnson. Our coverage of ESPN on ABC.